Have you ever seen this little plant popping up in the cracks of a sidewalk or maybe in your garden? It's called purslane, and for most of us, it's just another pesky weed to pull. But today, we're going to dig into the science and the history that suggests this so-called weed might actually be one of the most underrated plants on the entire planet. So, let's get into it.
Yep, that's the one. That low-growing, kind of fleshy-looking plant that just seems to love the summer heat, no matter how many times you try to get rid of it. For most people, it's just background noise in the garden, or, let's be honest, something we actively try to remove. But what if I told you that every time we toss this plant, we might be throwing away a complete treasure trove of nutrients? What if this common, everyday weed is actually a superfood hiding in plain sight? And look, this isn't just some new health trend. The World Health Organization, yes, the WHO, lists purslane as one of its most used medicinal plants. They even call it a global panacea. I mean, that is a massive endorsement for a plant most of us just pull and toss in the compost. So what is the real story here? Well, to really understand its potential, we have to look back, because far from being some modern discovery, purslane has this deep, fascinating history that's woven through centuries of food and medicine all around the world. What's so amazing about this is just how long it's been valued. We're talking ancient Romans using it for things like headaches. For over 2,000 years in traditional Chinese medicine, it's been known as the vegetable for long life. It was a popular green in England during the Middle Ages, and today, in Mexico, it's a beloved ingredient called verdolaga. This isn't a fad. This is a plant with a serious global legacy. Okay, so its history is pretty impressive. But does modern science actually back up all these ancient claims? Let's take a look at what the research and the data are telling us. First up, let's talk omega-3s. You know, those essential fatty acids you usually associate with fish like salmon, the ones that are so critical for your heart and brain? Well, this is what makes purslane so incredible. It has the highest recorded level of omega-3s of any land-based plant. For anyone eating a plant-based diet, that is a potential game changer. It's a way to get those vital fats without relying on supplements. And the research is fresh. A big 2023 meta-analysis, that's a study of studies, looked at a whole bunch of clinical trials to get a really clear picture of what purslane actually does to the body. So let's see what they found. What they uncovered was pretty compelling. Across these different studies, people who consumed purslane saw real, measurable changes. First up, an average weight reduction of 0.73 kilograms, which is about 1.6 pounds. And as you'd expect, that was reflected in their body mass index, or BMI, which dropped by an average of 0.35. And this one might be the most important for cardiovascular health. Their systolic blood pressure, that's the top number in a reading, went down by an average of 3.64 points. When you put all that together, the data points to a real, tangible impact on some key health markers. But the benefits don't stop there. Other research shows that some of the active compounds in purslane can actually speed up your body's natural wound healing process. They help manage inflammation and promote the growth of new tissue, basically helping your body repair itself faster. And it's good for your bones, too. It's a great source of two minerals you absolutely need. Calcium, for bone density, and magnesium, which is directly involved in producing the very cells that build our bones. Now, like with anything that's this powerful, it's not for everybody, and it is really important to understand the potential risks. So let's shift gears for a minute and cover the crucial safety stuff. The key here is just to be informed. For example, purslane is high in something called oxalates, which can be a problem for people who are prone to kidney stones. It's also naturally a bit saltier than other greens, so that's something to watch if you're on a low-sodium diet. And because it hasn't been studied much in pregnancy, it's best to be cautious. All right, now for the fun part. If you're feeling curious and you want to try it, how can you safely take this plant from your backyard to your kitchen? Okay, this right here is the single most important thing you need to know. Purslane has some toxic lookalikes out there. The test is super simple. Break a stem. Real, edible purslane is fleshy and won't have a milky sap. If you break a stem and see a white, milky liquid ooze out, do not eat it. That's not purslane. And would you look at this? After everything we just talked about, all those vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s, a full cup of raw purslane has only 7 calories. 7! It is incredibly nutrient-dense, giving you all that goodness with basically no caloric hit. So how do you even use it? Well, the taste is kind of tart and a little bit salty, almost like a cross between spinach and watercress. You can throw it raw in salads, saute it like any other green, or because it gets a little gelatinous when cooked, you can even use it to thicken up soups and stews. You can really get creative with it. And so we're back where we started. That common little plant cracking through the pavement. Is it just a weed, or is it a wonder of nutrition and history that's been hiding in plain sight all along? Now that you've seen the evidence, you get to decide.